We're going to be addressing a reoccurring theme in what we've seen in all of our classes, and that is a lack of mobility. There's some key points of the body that need mobility, and there are some key points of the body that need stability. The lower lumbar spine really needs a lot of stability. However, the upper thoracic spine, or the mid-thoracic I should say, needs flexibility. This is an exercise here that is built to increase thoracic mobility. For those of you who don't know, the thoracic is your first ribs up to your neck, but we're just trying to collapse this from the bottom of the scapula over this roller. Increasing that mobility will get a more correct transfer of motion throughout your body. This is your body's natural positioning. More thoracic mobility, more lumbar stability. Most people don't think about extending their upper back very much, but it's, from sitting down at a desk all day, we really lack mobility here, and it riddles us with problems in the future. So just extending this is a really simple exercise. Extend this thoracic spine over this roller, roll back and forth. You can come up to each side and roll side to side. As long as you're moving it, you get really deep in the lats here. And this is just one part of the more important thoracic mobility. Another common issue is hip mobility. We sit in chairs and desks and offices all day, and we're not meant to. So this is an exercise to open up these hip flexors. This band here is pulling on this femur, pulling it out and in. It's just gonna add an extra stretch, kind of open this hip structure up. There are numerous hip flexor stretches just to mobilize the hips. A really common one is like a runner stretch. Just grabbing the back of your foot. You can hold on to anything you want. The main point is to keep this heel behind your leg and keep this leg in. A lot of people do this thing, they grab their foot and it flares their leg out. You're not really getting a stretch in this way. So really tuck this leg in here, stretch this rectus femoris, this top quad muscle here. Another issue with mobility we find is ankle mobility. And most people think of ankle mobility as dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. But what's really looked over is medial and lateral movement of the ankle. And this is a good exercise to enforce this range of motion and this movement of the knee. She comes in here and she has her feet together here, and she's supported, her posterior chain supported, her body weight is supported. And what we want to do is push this knee out. And we're pushing this knee outside the line of her ankle. And this is going to increase mobility throughout the hips, throughout the ankle, really collapse this ankle capsule here. So if you're having an athlete or a client that's having trouble hitting depth in a squat, you may need to look to ankle mobility. Simple exercises like this, once or twice a day, or a couple of minutes before you run a boot camp or a class, can really benefit your entire workout or a client's entire life.